Okay, so we're not going to go over any new postures today. We're just going to play a little around with improv. Because in the beginning of a class, you always want to start with just some gentle stretches, some feel-good poses. As you move along, you may direct it more to, once you're teaching a full class based on, you know, feet, hips, chakras, so on. But we're just going to start, we're going to start actually in one of my favorite beginnings, which a lot of us start in, and that's the fishbowl. So you're just making gentle circles with your torso, and you could increase your range of motion every time you go around to where you're going a little wider, and really pay attention to what's going on in your hips, in your low back as you move around, just gently moving around. And you could stay here for a while. You could practice pranayama here. These guys are creaking around. They've got some creaky boards. But at some point, go ahead and pause, and then switch directions. Creak around in the opposite direction. So improv is not, you're not going to see these poses in a yoga manual. At least not in mine. But you just want to think about the little things that you do to help your body relax. That's really what improv is like. And then come back to center. We're going to stay up in the hip area for a bit. You could do just a gentle twist to the right, placing your left hand on your right knee. Right hand's behind your right hip, gaze is going over your right shoulder. And just breathe here. In through the nose, out through the nose if you want to do Ujjayi breath, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then slowly come back to center and take it to the other side. Right hand is on your left knee, left hand is behind your hip. Gaze is going over, and your chin's going over your left shoulder. Maybe as you inhale, lengthen your spine a bit. As you exhale, deepen your stretch. And then come back to center. Let's just say we want to get a little further under our hips. Doesn't matter which foot's in front. I know I'd normally do it a distinct way, but today, just slide yourself out to a forward fold wherever you're at. We're focusing on our hips now. And we're going to add a little energy medicine in here. Start making little figure eights on the ground as you go back and forth. Figure eights in energy medicine are so good for the brain, so good for reorganizing energetic patterns. Why not pull it into your yoga class, right? So weaving little figure eights in. Figure eights are going to encourage both left brain, right brain interaction. Figure eights are really good for kids to draw if they've got dyslexia. Figure eights are going to unscramble your brain. Come back to center, back up to seated, and just switch out legs. We're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Gently releasing into a forward fold here. Now, traditionally, in Hatha Yoga, in the more yang form of yoga, and we will get into teaching a little yin yoga in here, but you usually want to keep a straight spine in this type of yoga. Yin yoga, everything curves in. But what we're doing today is just traditional. And yeah, start with weaving your figure eights on the ground again. So again, this has all the energetic benefits, but also it is working dynamically with your spine and your lower hips, right? Gently loosening them as you move around. Maybe going down from your glutes down a little into your hamstrings. This should feel good. Improv should always feel like a good, just a gentle release. when you're teaching yoga as we go along, again, you're going to want to write out your classes, think them out with a specific intention or a goal in mind. You could do an entire yoga class based on brain integration. Why not? And then come back to center and up to seated. And now, let's start doing a little work on our feet. Doing a gentle massage on your gates. So your gates are going to go down right in between the bones towards your toes. You're just going to gently massage out. Yeah, just stripping down, just helping energy move, helping lymph move. Our feet take such a beating. Just trust your intuition. You could rub the pads of your fingers all around the ball of your foot, up through your big toe. You could do like Heath is doing, going down and around. There's some shock points energetically. Yep, right in the center of your heel, and he's massaging that right now. But just trust your intuition, going up and down. If you were to go down the center of your foot or the side, the inner side of your foot, there are, in reflexology, there are representations to all along your spine, starting at your coccyx, going up through your cervical spine. And then you could even place your fingers in between your toes and hold it there. Now, obviously, we're doing improv today. I'd say if you're teaching a class, especially like Andy's doing right now, you probably want to hold that for a minute or two. We're not going to hold it that long today. God, this is so good for your feet, though, and it's so good for your gates. And then go ahead and release that foot, and we'll do the same thing on the other foot, just to bring balance. So there's so much more that goes into empowerment and yoga than the traditional postures. Foot care is important. It's going to help you provide a firm foundation when you do go up into those postures like Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, or even some of the upcoming balancing postures. Yep, you can use your knuckles around your foot. You could go along the inside. You could go around the shock areas, around the heel. We'll probably go further on into that later on in the training. But for now, just going all around. You probably got a pretty firm grip. Your feet can take a lot, but don't make it painful. And that's it. Just beginning improv.